A very good morning to you. This is, of course, the Chat Trap with me, Jamie, right here on Relax Radio. Hope you are having yourself an amazing, amazing day so far. We have a lot of great things to talk about today. We'll be talking about, a lot of news with regards to entertainment. We'll be talking about motivational stuff and everything that you need to get going with your day. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. But more importantly, make sure that you connect with me. You have a conversation with me. Let me know what's going on because I would absolutely love to hear from you. Now, the numbers to call me, you could always just call me on 07852473473, or you could very simply connect with me on social media. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We go as Relax Radio, and we're spelled without the X in relax, okay? Now, that's because we are all about positivity. We're all about making sure that you have the best day possible. We're all about making sure that you get rid of all of those negative vibes and that you are focused on yourself and that you are focused on the positive in life. And that's what we are trying to do here at Relax Radio, rather. And we'll be with you 24/7, 365, giving you the best of content, keeping you updated, and also making sure that you are happy and that you are excited all throughout the day. Now, I also want you to do me a little favor, okay? I want you to go on, if you do have a smartphone, I want you to do me a favor and head on over to iOS App Store or Play Store and download our app because it's available absolutely free of charge, and it's available free of charge on iOS and Android. So make sure that you do download our app so that you can take us with you wherever it is that you go. Now, listen, if you download our app, it's super simple for you because you can just head on over to our app. And when you go on our app, it's super simple. You could just click an icon and directly get in touch with me. How cool is that? You can, share your opinions, share your thoughts, share your idea about whatever we are talking about. And I would absolutely love to hear from you. First of all, before we get on into the conversation, I want to say thank you so, so much to every single one of you that are tuned in for now. It is such a pleasure to have you on board, and hope you have an amazing day ahead. But if not, well, then don't worry because I am here for 3 hours to give you the best of motivation, to give you that little encouragement that you need to pick yourself up. So I'll be here with you for a good 3 hours with the best of content. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Now, with that being said, right now though, I want to talk about something quite interesting, and that is how laughter is super important. Okay, now this quote, I feel like we've heard it quite a lot in our day-to-day lives. We've heard it as children, we've heard it when we grow up, and the idea of it, though, no matter how many times we hear it, is absolutely important because laughter at the end of the day is the best medicine. Okay, I don't know, for me, one of the best feelings in the entire world is to laugh from the heart, not some false laugh, not a facade of a laugh, but an actual laugh that comes from the heart. Now, I don't know, I don't know if I'm quoting this right, but Carolyn Birmingham, if you do know her, she's an amazing person. She quoted this quote that has lasted with me for a long time. And she said, a smile starts on the lips, a grin spreads to the eyes, a chuckle comes from the belly, but a good laugh bursts from the soul. It overflows and bubbles all around. Now, my goal for you is that you have a few of these good laughs multiple times a day. Okay, because what's sad is that, think about it, okay, in your life, you can go an entire day without having a single moment of joy, but you can't go a single day in your life without even 1 minute of worry. And that's actually very sad to comprehend. That's very sad to actually acknowledge, which is why I want you to try a little harder to be as joyful as possible, to be as happy as possible. Now, you already know that laughter is amazing. It's good for your body, it's good for your mind, and of course, it is good for your soul. And I was just reading some articles, right? And research shows that laughter actually has an impact on your health. Laughter has a positive impact on your health. So if you are somebody that is absolutely worried about your health, you go to the gym, you eat healthy, it's no point if you don't laugh as well, because that's just as important. To be happy, to be joyful, to be stress free is just as important as everything else. So I want you to laugh as much as possible. In fact, you cannot feel stressed or sad when you are laughing. If it's a true laugh, you are not going to feel stressed. You are not going to feel anxious. You're not going to feel sad. So ask yourself a small question. Can you do that for me? Ask yourself this little question, okay? When is the last time, rather, when is the last time that you laughed out loud, that you bawled on the ground and you couldn't help yourself and you just laughed till tears popped out of your eyes? When was the last time you did that? Now, I feel like when we were children, that was such a common occurrence. To laugh at the stupidest things, to laugh at absolutely nothing. We would be laughing and our stomachs hurt and we're crying from laughing so much. And oh my goodness, that was such a good time. And that was so often. That was, like I said, it was a very common occurrence as a child. We used to laugh the whole day. But I feel like as we grow up, with the responsibilities that are put on our shoulders as an adult, we kind of forget this concept. We think that laughing is just, kept for the children. Laughing is for immature children. Whereas, no, I want to tell you that laughing is not just for kids. It is for every single person that is alive. You deserve to have that moment of laughing out loud, out of pure joy, where you hold your belly and you laugh and laugh. I feel like at the end of the day, an optimist laughs to forget, but a pessimist forgets to laugh. I'll say that again because I don't know, that quote actually quite resonated with me. An optimist laughs to forget, but a pessimist forgets to laugh. Which is why I want to try to teach you, or I want to try to make you understand how important it is for you to laugh from your heart, for how important it is for you to laugh from your soul. Now, do you remember? Okay, think of I want you to think of somebody. Think of somebody that the instant that person laughs, everybody in the room has a smile on their face. That friend or that colleague that laughs from the heart. Now, when I think about laughter, it reminds me of one of my friends, one particular friend of mine, and because she genuinely knows how to laugh from the heart. So there's this proverb: dance like no one is watching you. But when I watch her laugh, it almost feels like she's laughing like no one is watching her. She doesn't care what she looks like. She doesn't care what people think of her. She just has such a good laugh, and her laugh is so funny. Her laugh is so contagious, and it just ends up lighting up the entire room. And in general, I don't know, I feel like she's such an amazing person to be around because, laughter is so contagious, and she laughs like a wild animal, to say the least, because she has such a good time with herself and she finds joy in the little things and she finds a way to laugh even when she's not feeling so great. And see, at the end of the day, I kind of ask myself, how is it that she's able to just laugh at everything? How is she able to have such a good time? How is she always so stress free in this world that we're living in? And I think it's because I actually did ask her this question, right? And she said, whenever I hear a joke or whenever she hears something funny, her mind creates an instant image for that. Right. So when she hears something remotely funny, her mind creates this image for that. And she says she can live in that situation. And she says that's how she involves with the situation. And it made her burst into laughter automatically. So I guess the thing about this friend of mine, if you're just tuning in, I'm talking about this friend that has such a good time with life, okay? Because she laughs like a crazy person. She has such a good time. She's so stress free because she finds humor in everything. She finds humor everywhere. She can create a virtual funny world around her anytime. She can laugh anytime. And I guess, like I told you, it definitely makes people happy around her as well. So, a well balanced person, I think, is the one who finds both sides of an issue laughable. Does that make sense to you? Because definitely it makes so, so, so much sense to me. Almost everyone needs this experience at least, a few times in their life. I want you to know how amazing it feels like to just burst out with laughter, to, don't care about whatever people are going to say about you, just have a good time. I want you to feel that because you definitely deserve to feel that. So, I guess at the end of the day, we should all try to find more moments to laugh. It is the cheapest medicine out there. Listen, I know I am not a doctor. I don't have the qualifications to become a doctor, but I can easily remember some of the well known facts that why laughter is the best medicine. Because at the end of the day, if you laugh more, you feel this sense of wellness. Laughter keeps you away from the stress and the anxiety. Laughter lowers your blood pressure. It reduces the risk of heart attacks. It boosts your immune system. And doctors always say that a person with positive set of attitude always laughs more and has a fewer diseases in their lifetime rather. Now, this is medical research. This is a proven facts. So, if you want to live longer, there is no magical elixir out there. Instead, you've got to laugh more. So, how exactly can you laugh more in this world that we're living in? And I know it's not easy because there's constant struggles around us. There's so much worry around us. So, it's not easy to laugh all the time. And, being a grown up, people are kind of going to think you're cuckoo if you laugh all the time. But here is how you can laugh a little bit more. If you want to enjoy your life truly, I want you to stop finding logic in everything that happens. Now you're probably going, but listen, how can we live life without logic? Yeah, I completely get it. But there needs to be instances in your life where logic is unworthy, where you just shun everything else and have a good time. Boost your imagination. You've got to boost your imagination. Find humor in everything. When you walk past the road, smile at somebody. Laugh at something that happens. If you fall down, instead of, worrying about it, laugh. That's what I do, and it truly does help me. Always try to find more moments to laugh. Hang around people that make you laugh. Don't be around negative people that suck the joy out of you. So, from here to here, from here to there, funny things are everywhere. That's what Dr. Seuss said. That wasn't me. That was Dr. Seuss. So that has to be correct, right? Let's see how you can laugh more. First of all, I want you to plan a get together. I know it's Corona, but figure out. I know with the pandemic, getting together with friends has been absolutely hard, but figure out alternatives. Maybe it could be watching a movie virtually where y'all are all connected virtually, but y'all are all watching the same movie. How cool is that? When you do that, you get together with your old friends whenever possible. You celebrate little victories with these friends. Plan a comedy movie or plan a trip. You already know that when you meet them, you are going to end up laughing more. So these are the kind of people that you need to hang out with. And even if you don't, then that's okay. If you don't have a group of friends or a group of people that you can laugh around with and just be yourself, that's okay. Maybe get a pet. Pets, I don't know. For me, my pet is the craziest. I have a little dog, and he is one of the biggest reasons I laugh. He does the stupidest things sometimes, and it's just hilarious. So get a pet. They often do funny things. You can laugh with them. You can cry to them. You can have such a good time with your pet. Spend time with playful people around you. Try to find humor in every situation of life. You cannot think about, think about if you're dealing with some sort of terrible situation, think about it funny. Okay? Even thinking of somebody that makes you laugh can actually make you laugh. Play with children. I know, that's kind of iffy, but if you do have, your friends' children or whatever, play with children. Be like a child. Act like a child sometimes. There is no use of growing up if you can't have fun. What's the point of life? Be a child sometimes. If you don't learn to laugh at trouble, you won't have anything to laugh at when you're old. So remember these things, and I want you to remember to laugh as much as possible. And in the end, just have a good time, okay? Because you only get this life once. It's not trial and error. Okay, we don't get two lives. So go on ahead, have your best time, quit that job that you hate. I mean, with Corona, with this entire pandemic, one thing that we are reminded is that life is so unpredictable. It's so unexpected. We don't know if we'll be here for another couple years. We don't know if we'll be here tomorrow. So the best you can do is live the next couple moments that you have and truly live in these moments. And I think if you do that, life is definitely going to get a lot less complicated. Now, that was a little message for me. I want to say thank you so much to every single one of you, rather, that was tuned in. It's such a pleasure to have you on board. We'll be right back with some great conversation, but do make sure that you stick around. Hello again. A very good day to you. Hope you are having yourself an amazing, amazing day. I am Jamie, and this is, of course, the Chat Trap. You're tuned in on the Chat Trap on Relax Radio. And listen, we are all about that positivity. We're all about making sure that you are hyped up, that you are feeling absolutely incredible, because you definitely deserve to feel incredible. You definitely deserve to feel like the best version of yourself. And that's what we'll be doing for you. We'll be making sure that you're feeling like the best version of yourself. We'll be making sure that you're feeling hyped up and positive all throughout the day. So all you gotta do is keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. More importantly, I want to make sure that you connect with me. Okay, you could very simply call me up on the numbers are 07852473473, or you could just go on to our social media. Okay, our social media: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We go as Relax Radio, and you can connect with me. You could, just drop a message, let me know what's going on. Or if you're listening in on our lives on either Facebook, YouTube, or whatever social media platform it is, I want to remind you to, just comment down below. We would absolutely love to hear if you're liking the conversation, if you're liking, the motivation, if you're liking what we're doing. All you gotta do, or not, it doesn't matter. We would love to hear your opinion. We would love to hear your perspectives and ideas. So go on right ahead and just comment down below, because we would love to hear from you. You could share with me how your day is going. You could share with me what you think about whatever we're talking about, because we are covering a very wide range of topics, to say the least. We speak about entertainment. I will be keeping you updated with regards to all entertainment news that is happening around the UK and around the world as well. But Tim and Matthew, after me, they'll be keeping you updated on all the real world problems, current affairs, politics. This is how you get your information. If you want to be informed, if you want to keep yourself up to date, all you gotta do is make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Now, it's super simple, okay? It's so much easier than any other thing, because if you want to take us with you wherever that you go, listen to us while you're driving, or listen to us, while you're getting somewhere. It's super simple. All you gotta do is download our app. It's available absolutely free of charge on iOS and Android. And if you download our app, you can basically take us with you wherever that you go. And it's super simple, because you can click an icon right on top of the app, and you can get in touch with me directly. How amazing is that? So if you're feeling kind of lonely, and if you feel like you need somebody to talk to, if you feel like you need a little bit of company, well, then that is what I am here for. Okay, I'm here to keep you entertained. I'm here to keep you motivated. But more importantly, I'm here to ensure that you are hyped up all throughout the day. Now, like I said before, I am Jamie. I'll be with you for about 2 hours more, giving you the best of conversation and even better, tips and tricks to get on with your life. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. But right now, I want to talk about something quite interesting, and that is Britney Spears. Now, if you are a Britney Spears fan, you are going to want to keep it tuned, and you are going to want to hear what actually is going on. So, Britney Spears actually spoke up very recently. If you don't know, well, Britney Spears released a documentary in an Instagram post, and she said she actually attacks this documentary, saying that it's very hypocritical. Now, Britney Spears has called documentaries about her conservatorship arrangements hypocritical, because they perpetuate media interest in her life. Now, she says that she published an Instagram post on Monday, if I'm not mistaken, and she criticizes the media. And she said the media, all they do is criticize and then do the same thing. She added, people or the media highlights the most negative and traumatizing times in her life from forever ago, and she absolutely is not for it. Her comments actually followed the airing of two films focusing on the conservatorship that she has been under since 2008. Now, the first, Framing Britney Spears, was released by New York Times in February and examined how the singer has actually been treated by the media and those around her. I don't know about you, but I actually did watch it, and I feel like I was very misinformed up until I saw a lot of these documentaries. And when you do see these documentaries, that makes you think about, do celebrities actually have a good life? Everything they do is out in the public eye. Everything they do, media believes, or the paparazzi, the media believes that it's their business. And when I did watch a couple of these, when I did hear Britney Spears' story, rather, it actually made me sympathize with a lot of these celebrities because they can't walk into a store like we can. They can't, just walk on the road if they feel like it, or drive somewhere if they feel like it, because it's so different and so difficult for them. Now, with regards to Britney Spears, the first framing actually, like I told you, was released by the New York Times in February, and it examined how the singer has been treated. Now, the second one, it was called The Battle for Britney, if I'm not mistaken, and Fans, Cash, and a Conservatorship. So the name of it was A Battle for Britney, Fans, Cash, and a Conservatorship. And it was released by the BBC at the weekend. Now, it was made available on iPlayer and will be shown on BBC Two on Wednesday. That's today. And there is another documentary that's currently in development at Netflix, while a fourth is reportedly being planned by the singer herself. So that's kind of going to be a more of a memoir situation where she writes about her story, the actual story, not infringed or not blinded by the media's perspective of her. So, according to Monday's Post, however, Spears is absolutely not happy to see her legal affairs and her often turbulent past scrutinized anew in all of these documentaries. She says that these documentaries about her that have been released are extremely hypocritical, and that they criticize the media and then do the same thing. And she said that she is thrilled to remind all of us that although she's had some pretty tough times in life, she's had some amazing times as well. And unfortunately, she says that the entire world, the media, all her fans are now only interested in the negative aspects of her life. But she goes on to say how her life has actually been amazing, and how she has been given a lot of opportunities that a lot of other people haven't been given. Now, what's crazy was fans from the Free Britney movement regularly campaign outside court hearings. That's an actual thing. If you don't know, there are people that are campaigning and rioting and marching with posters. I actually did see a few pictures, and there are fans of Britney Spears that marches quite often and have campaigns with posters that say "Free Britney." She's a person like everybody else, and there's a lot of people that still campaigns for Britney Spears, saying that she is not actually free. But that's the thing about Britney. She says that she's actually, had a quite happy life, that she has been through a lot, but her life in whole has been amazing as well. Now, the 39-year-old went on to inform her fans that she was hoping to get a miniature koi pond. And she said she wants to work on herself and on her house and on her backyard, and make a beautiful backyard for herself. And yeah, she's basically focusing on self-care and making her house prettier. And that is exactly what she's focusing on right now. Now, her post was accompanied by footage of her dancing and very, very hyped up. And I actually did see the video. She's so energetic, and she's dancing away to this French singer. And, she just looks like she's having such a great time. Now, doubts over whether Britney Spears will write her own posts, or doubts if Britney Spears actually writes her own posts, have been raised in the past, though the latest one does conform rather to the star's usual style. Her recent posts have been characterized by their very, I would say, erratic use of punctuation and a penchant of emojis and the use of capital letters to emphasize certain points. Now, it's not the first time Spears has used her social media account to respond to the media's renewed interest in her private affairs. In March, she reveals that she has been embarrassed by framing Britney Spears and had cried for 2 weeks as a result. Now, last week, the singer's lawyer and Britney Spears had requested to speak directly about her conservatorship in court. Spears' father, Jaimmy, was actually granted control over her personal and business affairs and court-ordered conservatorship in 2008, which is kind of scary, which actually is kind of creepy, because she's actually a woman, but her father, Jaimmy, has control over her personal and business affairs, according to in a court-ordered conservatorship in 2008. The singer has previously indicated through her lawyers that she's no longer wants her father to oversee her affairs, and this conservatorship is granted by court for individuals who cannot make their own decisions like those who are physically infirm or mentally unstable. So so basically, if you're just tuning in, what is happening with Britney Spears is that there's a lot of controversy that is going on around about her, because there's a lot of documentaries that are being released about Britney Spears that she says that are not accurate. She says they're hypocritical because they only portray one part of her life, and she says her life actually, has been good, and her life has been like positive. And yes, her life has been full of a lot of negative, instances. But she says at the end of the day, she's also had a lot of positivity. She's also had a lot of opportunities in her life. Now, see, again, I did just read a couple tweets from a few fans, you would say, fans out there, and they say that most of these tweets, or rather most of Britney Spears' social media in itself, isn't actually managed by Britney Spears herself, and it's managed by her PR team, by her publicist, and by her father, who actually does have conservatorship over her. So that is actually scary, and I don't know if these controversies or these conspiracy theories rather are true, but I would absolutely love to hear your perspective. What do you think? Do you actually think that Britney Spears is not free, that she's controlled by the media, but more importantly, she's controlled by her team, by her family, and she can't really do anything. She doesn't really have a say in anything. I would love to hear your perspective. Are you a Britney Spears fan? Do you have a theory on this? If so, all you gotta do is call me up on 07852473473 and let me know what you think regarding this situation. Or if not, you could just, comment on my live, or go on ahead to our social media platforms, that is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We go as Relaks Radio. Go ahead and let me know what you think about this Britney Spears situation. Or if you just have something that you do want to talk to me about, whatever it is, I would absolutely love to hear from you. So go on right ahead, call me up, and let me know what you think. Now, continuing on the whole Britney Spears documentary, we just have one person that's asking if there's anything new that happened in Britney Spears' latest documentary. Now, the new BBC documentary about Britney Spears is the latest attempt that is there to shed light on the conservatorship she has been under rather since 2008. So conservatorship is basically where she is not given control of her public affairs. She's not given control of her any of her affairs, personal and business affairs, according to a court-ordered conservatorship, and it is granted by a court for individuals who cannot make their own decision because they are either physically incapable of doing so, or they're mentally unfit to make their own decisions. So this exactly is what a conservatorship means. And so this documentary by BBC is an attempt to shed light on this conservatorship that I just told you. And she does tell, and it definitely does tell us a lot of new things about what's going on behind the scenes. See, a lot of us have waited. If you are a Britney Spears fan, you've waited ages for a Britney Spears documentary, and then 4 come along at once. Now, the New York Times kicked off Britney Spears bandwagon with the February release of Framing Britney Spears, which is basically, like I told you before, it's a 75-minute film which examined how the singer has been treated by the media and by those around here over the years. Then there were 3 others, and the latest one, of course, was the BBC documentary about Britney Spears. So there are 2 separate conservatorships, one for Britney as a person and one for her estate. Okay, which I find kind of controversial to say the least, and problematic as well. But we don't know everything that goes on, so I cannot make a statement regarding it, or I cannot give you, whatever I say is basically our opinions, because we don't have the correct facts at the end of the day to decide what is happening or what is going on with Britney's life. So basically, there are 2 separate conservatorships, one for Britney as a person and one for her estate. So the person that has control over Britney Spears' life right now is Jaimmy Spears, her father, and he was initially put in charge of both of these. However, Britney Spears' father stepped down from a personal conservatorship in 2019 due to personal health reasons, and a temporary conservator took over. So he still has control of her estate. Jaimmy Spears, that's Britney Spears' father, has complete control over Britney Spears' estate, and a judge had ordered that he share responsibility with financial management company. Now, rumors and campaigns and conspiracy theories have swirled around the case in recent years, with Britney's fans scrutinizing her erratic social media posts for apparent clues about her condition. So everything that she posts, a lot of fans are trying to see if there is a secret hidden message or something like that, because that, like I said before, there's been a lot of conspiracy theories saying that Britney Spears' social media is actually not managed by her, and she's actually entrapped with this whole conservatorship that is going on. So there's a lot of campaigns that's happening. There's a lot of marches that's happening saying to free Britney Spears, actually, which I think is, well, has two sides of the story. So like I said, I would love to hear what you think. Now, with that being said, we have a lot more great content coming for you. We have a lot more things to keep you updated with. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. A very good day to you. This is, of course, Relax Radio. This is Jamie on in the chat trap, and we will be with you for 24/7, 365, giving you the best of music, giving you the best of conversation, rather, and giving you tips and tricks to make sure that you are living the absolute best version of your life that you could possibly be living. I want to say a big thank you going out to every single one of you that is tuning in. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. More importantly, thank you so much for engaging with us. It has been such a pleasure to have you on board. Now, with that being said, I want to remind you that you could always download our app. It's available absolutely free of charge on iOS and Android. So make sure that you download our app so that you can take us with you wherever that you go. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. We go as Relax Radio, and you can keep yourself updated with every single thing that goes on here. We have a lot of fun things happening. So if you want to keep yourself updated, if you want to, be aware of everything that's going on in the UK and around the world, all you got to do is go on ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit us a follow on our Instagram and Facebook pages, and also follow us on Twitter for the latest tweets. Again, I want to remind you to go ahead and like us on Facebook, okay? Click the bell icon and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Download our app on your mobile phone so that you could listen to me and call me up on 07852 473 473 so that you can join with me live right here, right now. Because listen, we absolutely would love to hear your opinion. We would love to hear what you're thinking, how your day is going, whatever it is. It would be such a pleasure to hear from you. So go ahead, call me up. Let me know how your day is going. Let me know how, you are faring in general. How has COVID-19 affected you? What exactly do you do in your spare time to get on with your life? How do you spend your spare time? All of these things, I would love to hear from you. So go on right ahead and call me up on 07852 473 473, or go show us some love on our social media and connect with me on our social media. Now, with that being said, I do want to talk about the Golden Globes for a second, because the Golden Globes has been making a lot of news. Now, the Golden Globes, rather, I don't know what happened there, but the Golden Globes organizers have proposed a transformational change roadmap. Now, see, at the end of the day, the body behind the Golden Globes, I don't know why I have such a big problem saying the word Golden Globes. I feel like it is a tongue twister, but not really. Anyways, the body behind the Golden Globes has drafted proposals that, if implemented, could see the embattled organization undergo transformational changes. Now, they include measures to recruit Black members and increase its membership by 50% over the next 18 months. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association has been accused in recent months of discriminatory practices, of accepting freebies and other ethical lapses, which is kind of a big deal. These are companies, these are big mega companies and bodies and organizations that shouldn't be doing things like this, because people look up to organizations like this, and when they don't set a proper precedent, it can be harmful in multiple ways. Okay, so the board basically said that the criticism has led to much needed deep introspection, and the Golden Globes make a diversity pledge after backlash. So basically what is happening is that the organizers of the Golden Globes Film and TV Awards have pledged to increase diversity by making sure at least 13% of its membership is Black or those of color. Now, the Hollywood Foreign Press, like I told you, has been criticized after a report said that none of its 87 members are from the African American community or the Black community. Now, more than 100 Hollywood PR firms rather have signed a letter to say that they will advise the stars that they represent not to work with the HFPA, which is the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, until these changes are made, which I think is absolutely amazing. Proactive steps are being taken so that there will be diversity, especially when it comes to associations like this. So the HFPA, which is the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, has been accused of discriminatory behavior, like I told you before, and the HFPA said that it's committed to making necessary changes. Now, its members are all international journalists based in Los Angeles who vote for the winners of the glitzy annual awards. So basically, all of these awards, or everything that happens, is decided by this 87 member members that are all of the same race, same color, and same culture, which is kind of problematic when, we're all about diversity. We're all about having that diverse environment, right? So the HFPA said that it would add a minimum of 13 Black members, increasing the total membership to at least 100. So the threatened boycott would prove costly to the HFPA because its members often make their living writing articles from press conferences and interviews with film and TV stars. So that is why they have made this pledge to make diversity happen after all of these backlash. And yeah, basically that is what is going on. Proposals also include a substantial increase in membership, a specific focus on recruiting Black members, like I told you, and this is going to be a new code of conduct. The HFPA's board said that it was prepared to re-sign masses if its roadmap was not improved or approved and implemented in a timely fashion. So the proposals follow a very widespread criticism of the organization, whose members are all international journalists, like I told you, that are based in Los Angeles. And if it is they who vote in the annual Golden Globe Awards, traditionally one of the biggest and starriest events of the annual award season. So this lengthy expose, I would say, published in the Los Angeles Times in February, suggested that it's a unique and improbable position of influence was now under threat. So more than 100 Hollywood PR firms subsequently said that they would advise the stars that they represent not to work with the HFPA if changes were not made. And the HFPA has even faced blowback from the recipients of its award, among them the British comedian and actor Sacha Baron Cohen. So they are all saying that this is absolutely wrong, what's happening. And according to Sacha Baron Cohen, he says, thank you for all white Hollywood foreign press, he said. And when the Borat subsequent movie films was named the best musical comedy film at February's Golden Globe Awards, which I think is a very smart way of pointing out the lack of diversity that is there in associations like this. So more headlines were also generated last month when the organization actually expelled its former president for sharing an article critical of the Black Lives Matter movement. So that is not right, what is happening. And I'm glad that change is actually being made and that proposals are laid out by the HFPA board to drop out a requirement that members reside in Southern California, opening up to journalists based in elsewhere in the US as well. So I'm glad that there has been attempts to make the forum a bit more diversified, to say the least, because, it's a representation that matters at the end of the day. And I'm so glad that steps are actually being taken to change this age-old tradition of having an all-white committee or all-white voting system when it comes to voting for things like Golden Globes at the end of the day. And yeah, there has been changes that is being implemented, and I want to say it definitely looks like a good day. It feels like a good time to be alive with regards to diversity. But I want to remind you to do whatever you can to ensure that people around you feel comfortable, right? At the end of the day, we all belong to one race, and we all belong to the human race, despite of our race and religion and color and whatever it is. These are all social constructs, right? It's just been things that have been passed down from generation to generation that don't really come up to anything at the end of the day. So what really matters is our humankind, our human race, our humanity. So do whatever it takes to be nice to somebody else, irrespective or regardless of what they look like or what type of family background they come from, because that's just I don't know, immature to say the least, and that's just stupid. Okay, so make sure that you make a conscious effort to include everybody. It's all about inclusivity. It's all about respecting people for just being people, right? You deserve respect. Every single other person around you deserves respect as well. So let's start teaching our children the importance of respect. Let's start teaching our elders even, okay? The earlier generations, let's start teaching them the absolute importance of respect as well. And that's all that counts. That's all that matters. So go on right ahead. Speak up about the importance of inclusivity. Speak up about the importance of diversity. And you know what? We can get better as a human race as a whole. Now, with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for every single one of you that is tuning in. I am Jamie, and I'll be with you for quite some time, 2 hours actually, giving you the best of conversation and also making sure that you are hyped up to get on with your day. It's such a pleasure to have you on board, like I said, and I want to remind you to like us on Facebook, go on, check us out on our social media, show us some love on social media because we would absolutely love to hear from you. We would love to hear your opinions or what do you think about everything we're discussing. And, if you want to keep yourself updated with political matters, with current affairs, with the entertainment industry, whatever it is, if you want to keep yourself updated, all you got to do is make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. We have a lot more interesting things to talk about. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. Make sure that you connect with me, that you call me up on 07852473473. More importantly, remember that you download our app, okay, so that you can take us with you wherever that you go. Go on ahead to App Store or Play Store and download our app because it's available absolutely free of charge. And we are at the tip of your fingertips, okay? We are here to make sure that you are having a good time. And if you're feeling lonely, if you're feeling like you need a conversation, somebody to talk to, we're always here for you. That is why we're here 24/7, 365. We're here to keep you company, to keep you entertained, and to keep you informed. Now, with that being said, let's get back into some conversation, but make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. A very good day to you. Hope you are having yourself an amazing, amazing day so far. I want to say a big thank you going out to everybody tuning in. It has been such a pleasure to have you on board. And I want to remind you that this is, of course, the Chat Trap, okay? This is the show where we trap you with the best of conversation. This is the show where we ensure that you are motivated, that you are hyped up to get on with your day. So if you're looking for something great to do, if you're looking for inspiration, motivation, or if you're just looking to keep yourself informed with every single thing that is going on, it's super simple. All you got to do is make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio. And listen, if you want to get in touch with me, if you want to stay connected, if you want to let me know what's going on, I would love to hear from you. It's super simple. All you got to do is call me up on 07852473473. You could, come on live with me and let me know what's going on and let me know how your day is going, how you are faring, how you are basically handling it with life on a day-to-day basis, because I would love to hear from you. Now, with that being said, I also want to remind you that you could always connect with me super easy on our social media. That is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We go as Relaxed Radio, and we're here for you 24/7, 365. So make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relaxed Radio and connect with me whenever possible, so that we could have good conversation. Like I said before, if you are looking for somebody to, just conversate with, if you're just looking for some company, if you want to share your thoughts and ideas with somebody, then we are the people to do it with. Because we are here with you all the time to make sure that you have good company, that you have somebody to talk to. So go on right ahead, call me up on 07852473473, or connect with me on our social media, that is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We go as Relax Radio. Now, with that being said, I want to move on to talk about something very, very interesting, okay? And that is joy. Earlier on, also, we were talking about happiness. We were talking about things we can do, or how we can maintain this constant state of joy by always laughing, by using laughter as the best medicine, using laughter as a medicine to stay happy, to stay focused, and stay joyful. So one thing that I do want to do right now is to help you, or give you the information about certain things that you should avoid, because these things essentially steal your joy. Now, I believe in life that there are two reasons that keep us away from our happiness. There are two things that keep us away from happiness, and one is that we do not focus on little things that can make us happy. Okay, we forget to focus and appreciate and acknowledge the little things in our life that make us super happy and make us joyful and just satisfied. Now, secondly, the other thing that keeps us away from happiness is the fact that we focus on little things, on trivial things that are absolutely unimportant, that don't really matter, and we focus on these little things that are negative, that kind of steal our happiness. So what I want to tell you is, we are working so hard at the end of the day to get more things, but the level of happiness is going down, right? We work continuously, we try and try and try to get happy, to get more things on a day-to-day basis. Now, the thing is, we spend so long doing things that we assume will make us happy, but I feel like at the end of the day, especially in today's day and age, our happiness levels are definitely going out. So don't you think, I don't know, think about yourself. Don't you think that you were so much happier when you were a child? Don't you think you were so much happier when you had so much little to worry about, right? You did not have big things to worry about. So what I wanted to remind you within the next couple of minutes is that it's not about how much you have. It's about how much you enjoy whatever you have. And that essentially makes happiness. Now, all our days, we keep our eyes on other people. Okay, we tend to look at other people and other lives, and we're so focused on ensuring that other people have fun, that other people, comparing ourselves with other people. What are others doing? Why are they doing it? Then we say that they are the reason that you were not happy. Does that make sense? I mean, that is something I've definitely done in my life, right? I look at other people and I wish I could be like them. I wish I could do what they do. And then I blame other people, saying that they're the reason I'm not happy, which is absolutely ridiculous when you think about it, right? Not only we curse others, but we curse ourselves, saying that we can't be happy. Now, we keep thinking about things that we've done in the past. We keep worrying about what to do in the future. And these things essentially steal our joy. Okay, simply saying that we do not really enjoy what is good in the present. We let few things steal our happiness throughout the day. Now, let us know what I want to do within the next couple minutes is let you know what you can do in order to live a happy life. So, here are a few things that you do that essentially steal your joy. And what exactly can you do to avoid these things? Now, the first thing that we do that steals our joy or keeps us from being happy is when we compare ourselves with other people. Now, from childhood, we start comparing things when we compare things with our brothers, our sisters, our friends, our people we hang out with. And that is the point we hold a belief that we will be happy only when we have more than what others have. Right? That's this mentality or that's this conditioning that we've been put through even whilst we were growing up. It's this belief that we will only be happy when we have more than what others have. But that is absolutely not true. Okay, even sometimes we tend to be happy when others are not so great. That way, you can see that your happiness totally depends on other people. If you are somebody like this, if you get happy when you exceed if you get a better car than the other person, or if you are happy when you get better results than your friend, if your happiness depends on other people, that is actually very problematic. And that needs to be addressed. Okay? So, what I want you to stop doing is I want you to stop comparing. Be happy because you got something. Not because you got something better than others did, or not because you have something more luxurious than the next person does, but be happy because you have something. Because that is more than enough reason to be happy and feel joy. You can't compare an orange to an apple. Okay, that's going to cause a lot of self esteem issues. So stop comparing yourself with somebody who's completely different to you. Okay, so figure out your own path. Now, the second thing I do want to talk about that definitely is going to take away happiness from your life is if you brood over your past mistakes. Don't grieve over your past mistakes. We spend so much undue energy on the past. We say that it's not easy to forget these things. Remember, easy or difficult, it is a choice anyway at the end of the day. I know it's not easy to forget things that happened in the past that we are really worried about. But some things are just not easy in life. And if you want to be truly happy, you're going to have to do things that are not easy. And the first thing that is to forget about things that you've done in the past. Like I've told you this a countless times, okay? You can definitely choose your thoughts. Tell yourself it is worth thinking about that. Thinking about whatever you did, can it fix whatever happened? No. Whatever this past mistake you're thinking about, if you're thinking about it, it's not going to fix it. Right? Whatever happened, well, learn a lesson from it. Be happy for learning that lesson. And the only thing that you can do is move on. The first recipe or the first course or the first recipe for happiness is to avoid too lengthy meditation on the past. The third thing that I do want to tell you is don't judge people by their appearance. They do say that the first expression or the first impression of the person is the last impression or expression. That can be true if someone is visiting for an interview or a business meeting, but that's not how life works. Okay? When it comes to choosing your friends, take your time. Don't judge people don't judge people via their physical appearance or their clothes or what brand of clothes they wear, what kind of car they drive, or how many followers they have on social media. You can't judge a book by its cover. This is something that we've heard countless times. So don't judge people when you judge people, you tend to judge people through your own prism of stereotypes that you've created in your head and that you've been conditioned to believe in. That's not right. Take your time when you're making friends. Don't judge people by, the first impression. Take time to get to know people, because I feel like no matter how bad a person may seem at first glance, there's always good in somebody. And you know what's amazing? If you can look for that good, if you can dig for that good, it just makes you an even better person. I also want to remind you, if you want to be happy, you need to stop expecting too much from other people. Something that we always tell ourselves is, oh, I've done something for this person, therefore this person should do that for me as well. What is that? Is that a relationship or a business? You can't expect things from people you are having a relationship with, if it's a partner that you love, or if it's a family or friendship or whatever. Let them be free to do whatever that person wants. Nobody owes you anything in this world. Absolutely nobody owes you anything in this world. So don't expect too much from others, because if you do expect too much from others, you are going to get hurt and you are going to be not happy and not joyful. So don't expect others to do the way you want every time. Expect less, and you do not find yourself hurt anymore. Don't postpone your joy. That is one thing that you must remember in order to find happiness, in order to find true joy. Do not plan everything for retirement. Today, right now, is the time that you should start enjoying life. It is good to plan for the future. Definitely, you must plan for the future, but not at the cost of today. Do not waste today thinking about the future. Plan for it, yes, but never at the cost of today. Find moments to celebrate now and then. At your final minutes in life, you will not be as happy for you have achieved rather than what you have enjoyed. Does that make sense? You can achieve a lot of things but not enjoy any of those things you've achieved. So stop looking at life like a race. Yes, it is a race, but you should enjoy victory at some point. And when you're 75, that's too late to enjoy victory. So don't postpone your joy. Don't wait for retirement. Just find moments that you can celebrate and have fun. Don't hold grudges, because that is definitely going to stop you from being the happiest possible version of yourself. If you're just tuning in, we are talking about what you can do as an individual to ensure that you are joyful, that you are happy all the time. And one thing that you can definitely do is to not hold grudges. Do not hold other people's mistakes in your mind for a long time. It's only going to eat your happiness time by time. Just forgive and forget and move on. Because, I've heard this quote that it said, if you're holding a grudge, it's like you're digging a grave for two people. You're digging a grave for yourself, and you're digging a grave for the other person. Because at the end of the day, holding a grudge against somebody, or holding this hate against somebody, is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. So move on, forgive and forget, and remember that it's not for that person that you're forgiving and forgetting. Instead, it's for the betterment of yourself. Don't wait for the perfect moment. If you have dreams, and if you have things that you want to get done, go ahead, get it done. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Okay, don't wait for the perfect time and conditions to believe that the perfect time rather will never come. Once you start working on your dreams, you are going to enjoy everything that you do. Otherwise, you're going to regret it later, and I don't want that to happen to you. Okay, so don't wait for the perfect moment. Take the moment and make it perfect. I also want to remind you to be as thankful as possible for what you have. If you forget to be thankful, you are essentially stealing joy from yourself. Do not forget to admire what you have in life, no matter how trivial it may seem. Appreciate the fact that you have a roof over your head. Appreciate the fact that there's some breath in your body. Appreciate the beauty around you. Tell your family how much you love them. Paying gratitude can definitely increase the value of people and the things in our life. So it makes other people happy, which in turn makes you happy as well. So be thankful for what you have. Your life, no matter how bad you think it is someone else's fairy tale. Now that I think is absolutely beautiful. Remember that the kind of life that you are living right now is a dream for somebody else. No matter how bad you think your life is, you've got to be thankful, because it is the fairy tale for somebody else out there. We have so much that is happening. If you know, in India, there was over 3,000 people that had died because of COVID-19. You at least have some breath in your body, and that is definitely a reason to be thankful for. Don't worry about things that are beyond your control. Don't think about a lot about things, whatever bad is happening in the world. I know that there's so much bad that is going on in the world right now. There's so much depression, things that will cause depression, with the pandemic, with the climate crisis. There's so many things that make us upset in the world. Do whatever you can. These things are definitely beyond your control. So play your part. If it's, with COVID-19, with the pandemic, if it's being safe, do your part and Worry cannot solve anything. Take proactive stances to solve whatever problem, but don't worry, don't stress out because that's not going to solve anything. So believe in yourself, be thankful for what you have, and just look at life in a positive aspect. And that way, I promise you that you are going to be more thankful for everything that you have. Now, that's a little message from me, Jamie. I want to say thank you so, so, so much to every single one of you that tuned in. We have a lot of people listening in. Big love going out to everybody. We have Sanaula, who says it's a great show. Thank you so much, Sammy, for being a part of the show. Now, just like them, if you want to contact me, you could definitely do so by commenting on our Instagram lives or our Facebook lives or social media lives, or you could very simply connect with me live on 07852 473 473 because I would absolutely love to hear from you. With that being said, we have a lot of great content that is coming up, so you've got to make sure that you keep it tuned right here on Relax Radio.